Hi, it's Travson here, and welcome back to our adventures in Azeroth. Last episode, we went to the Cauldron at Fellstone Field and slayed the Cauldron Lord there for his key. And then we used that key on the Cauldron and got a sample of the poison in it. And then we brought it over to Alchemist Arbington at Chilwyn Camp, and now they're going to run tests on it so that they can create an agent to fight against the Scourge. So we are going to head back there and continue that quest chain. We are also almost level 55, which is nice.
Well met.
Getting up there now. It's kind of like the sweet spot, level 55, because then you can pretty much quest wherever you want it at that level. So that is nice. I think we will be going through the Plaguelands for a while, though. And then potentially later we may head over to Fellwood and quest there for a bit. I don't know if anybody wants to see me go to Silthus. It's not a bad zone either. You get to see all the fight a bunch of insects and stuff like that. But I do like Fellwood and Winter Spring, and I also like leveling in the Plaguelands. Or other zones there are. There's also we go to Blasted Lands too, just to check it out. It's like right in front of the portal to Outland. But yeah, it's they're really doing some great changes with classic WoW Season of Mastery. It seems like they really want to keep players out in the world questing by nerfing all of the mage AoE dungeon farming exploits and not allowing players to get leveled up by just sitting in a dungeon and letting a mage do all the work and paying him 3 gold per run. They nerfed all that stuff by mages just not being able to root a lot of the mobs in Maradon, and I believe it's just Maradon and I can't believe I forgot the name of that dungeon. It's in the Plaguelands. It's in Eastern Plaguelands. There's a live side and an undead side. I think it's called Stratholme. Yeah, Stratholme live, Stratholme undead. And yeah, mages won't be able to AoE farm there. And players will be kind of, I wouldn't say forced, but I guess pushed to leveling by quests, because quests are going to give 40% extra XP, which I think is a great change.
Honor, friend.
All right, target Dalson's Tears. One of the plague cauldrons is located in the field of a former farmhouse, now referred to as Dalson's Tears. Well, we shall shed no tears this day as we thwart the Scourge and have them choke on their own fumes. Go to Dalson's Tears, almost due north of Anderhall, and eliminate the Cauldron Lord there. Should have a key like the last one did, allowing you into the cauldron. Use the bottle to obtain a sample from inside the cauldron. Each cauldron has its own distinct brew of toxins it uses. Alright, so we'll go do that
Safe
today.
Travels.
And it's pretty much the same quest all over again. I assume the mobs may be a bit harder, because they, I don't know, usually that's the way it goes with quest chains. The further you get into it, the harder it becomes. Yeah, we'll check this out. They also have the same quest chain for the Horde as well. I'm interested to see what happens with how the Alliance deal with the Scarlet Monastery, or the Scarlet Crusade. But last episode I got to see that the Scarlet Crusade actually attacks Alliance players, so I'm assuming that it's probably the same as the Horde. I think the view, the stance on the Scarlet Crusade is the same with the Horde and the Alliance. Kind of wish it was a little different, to be honest. You would think that the Alliance would maybe be a little bit more sympathetic. The thing is, I don't know yet what their stance is, but I assume they're enemies now since the Scarlet Crusade, I guess, attacks Alliance. But yeah, we're going to be seeing a lot of people questing out in Season of Mastery Classic, and that's going to be great. It's going to be Azeroth again, you know? Everyone's going to be out in the world having fun, which I think is the problem with TBC. TBC takes people out of Azeroth and into Outland. And I think that's why we're seeing a lot of fall off in TBC right now. And I have a feeling we're going to see a pretty drastic fall off if Classic Season of Mastery succeeds and it's really a big hit. We'll probably see some fall off for TBC. And I think retail will stay about the same because players that play only retail and don't play Classic will most likely just stay with retail regardless. And retail's actually getting some good changes as well. There's like taking away a lot of the punishments that you would receive for like changing your covenant and all that stuff. And many more changes that I kind of forget but are supposedly good. I haven't played retail in months, so I'm just kind of behind on what's going on in that game. It's kind of a shame. I wish I could have went in and slayed Sylvanas. I still can if I go hard enough, but I just don't have the interest at the moment. Most of my interest is in Classic WoW for now. But if we do see some success with retail, then I think we will. I think I may go back if they do a good job. Is that the Cauldron Lord? Yeah, that. Okay, well, there he is. That's the Cauldron Lord right there. There's a skeleton this time instead of a ghoul. Guess we'll track this quest. Who dares to approach the cauldron? Taste my dark blade. Looks like he's like a... kind of like a... I don't even know what you would call this guy. Kind of like a Death Knight. Don't let him summon a skeleton. Alright, so let's get this cauldron key. Got that. Got a lot of mobs around us right now. Hopefully Tigger can stay alive. I'm pretty low on mana. Should probably go in and poison him a bit. He's gonna die, dude. Okay, good. We got him off of him. I got feared. Who's this guy? Foulmane? Oh, he's an elite. Oh, damn, bro. We can beat this guy? I don't think so. I might die if we don't get enough mana to feign death. I need 80 mana to feign. I have enough to feign now. I'm gonna kill Tigger. Just kind of crappy, but we'll get revenge on Foulmane. So it was either Tigger or us. I didn't know Foulmane was an elite. Okay, so let's drink up. We'll get Tigger back up soon. Yeah, you gotta check out your surrounding area, guys. These undead are no joke. I guess I should track undead. So I would have probably seen that this guy was an elite. Okay, let's bandage up. Yeah, any other class probably would have been dead there. Let's freeze him. Revive our pet. Heal him up. We'll finish this guy off. Yeah, it's getting tougher. That first cauldron was pretty damn easy. This one, a little bit more at our level, that's for sure. Alright, let's drink up. We're gonna kill Falmane. That is the plan. Gotta get revenge. Alright, here's the rotting cadaver. Clear it out. Don't want a bunch of zombies chasing us while we're fighting this guy. We got our cooldowns ready for him as well. One interesting thing about this place is these rotting worms that come out of the zombies' bodies. Alright, so there he is, Falmane. I think it's time for us to deal with him. We're sending Tigger in. Alright, let's power up here. Let's start shooting. Oh, we're gonna rock this guy. And with our cooldowns, he just gets wrecked. Let's see what we got from him. Counselor's Cuffs of Shadow Wrath, 19 shadow spell damage. It's not bad for a warlock or a shadow priest. Put down a trap. Get him! Oh, look who's back. Looks like we're going a little too slow here. Alright, so let's put a trap down. Do a little bit of that. He's got drained life. I didn't know he had that. He's summoning a skeleton now. He's actually going to get it off. So get on the skelly. It's only level 45. He's going to put a debuff on me now. Now we got volatile infection, inflicting 159 nature damage to nearby allies every 15 seconds. So we better stay away from our pet. I'm running out of mana here. A little rat here. Yeah, the zombies just don't stop coming here, man. Tigger's going down. I gotta heal him. Stupid worms, dude. This place is pretty brutal. Okay, so let's get Tigger full health here. We're just gonna drink up. We'll just turn this quest in if we probably. Oh my god, dude. Just keep on spawning, man. Standing at the cauldron, so I don't pull anything else. Should be alright. Hopefully I'm not too close to where Tigger's taking damage from volatile infection. Okay, volatile infection should be. Oh gosh. Okay, it should be good. Let's collect this sample. An access panel to the cauldron remains securely fastened. In order to open it, you will need to find the key. The macabre key found on the cauldron lord easily slides through the keyhole and then disappears, allowing you permanent access to it. Crude vicious ichors pulsate through twisted tubes within the cauldron's underpinnings. There is a small spigot that the bottle fits well enough under, allowing you to draw a sample for High Priestess McDonald back to Chilwyn Point. You carefully fill the bottle with enough of the cauldron's ichors for what you consider to be a suitable size sample. With the poison in hand, it is time to return to High Priestess McDonald at Chilwyn Camp to complete the mission. Alright, so let's do that. Take a quick sip here. And then we'll get out of this zombie land. So we got the Scarlet Crusade here cleaning up as well. I guess we'll stay out of their way. I don't know why we're enemies with them. Just because of their... Like, they're lunatics, but they're lunatics that are doing... You know, the thing is, they're killing the same enemy. I never understood why we want to get rid of the Scarlet Crusade. Why? Would they become, like, a huge issue for us? Like, they're literally helping us with the Scourge. Right? I think they're, like, a problem we should have dealt with later. Instead of, like, you know, when we're, like, getting, you know, taken over by the Scourge. I think it's dumb that we fight the Scarlet Crusade. I really do. I have to look into it more. There's got to be a reason why it's like such a serious thing. Like maybe they're like becoming too powerful. Like, I don't know. We'll find out. Keep on questing. Remember they did some pretty bad things. Like we did a couple of the, I think we did all of the Scarlet Crusade quests, or Scarlet Monastery quests. And I forget what happened, but they did something really bad to somebody. And they're trying to recruit people from the Alliance to join, so... I guess they think that's a bad thing. All I know is they're... I think they're better than the Syndicate, that's for sure. At least they were... Oh my gosh. Let's get out of here. Oh, this is actually terrible. It says casting like... I got a mana burn on us, that sucks. Sometimes you just gotta fight. Who's that over there? I think it's an Alliance Warlock. Human Warlock, yeah, level 70. Wonder what he's farming. And we don't have any more heavy Runecloth bandage, but we do have a lot of Runecloth now. Looks like we've been farming a decent amount. Looks like we're going to max it out. There we go. Maxed first aid. Guess we'll make another 5. There we go. Alright, let's get back to Chilwyn Camp. This way's always like kind of a risky way to go. We always run into some pretty powerful enemies for a level. That like skeletal mage or shadow priest was like launching shadow bolts into us. We're getting rocked. wonder if you could like tame any of the undead pets or any of the pets that are infected, like those bears that have like infections on them. I wonder if you can tame those. I think they would be considered to be exotic pets. It'd be kind of cool to have like an infected bear as like an undead hunter or something like that. Alright, so here we are back at Chilwyn Camp. Let's have a chat here with
Need help?
High Priestess McDonald. We know that each cauldron employs a different mix of reagents to generate its plague-inducing toxin. Likewise, we know that we will need to develop a counter-agent that is unique for each cauldron. Your sample from Dalson's tears will be the key to figure out the cauldron's distinct reagent requirement. There is plenty in here for study. Well done, Trav and Trav. For now, the next step is in your hands. We will need to produce a list of reagents that, when combined with what is already in the cauldron, will act as its counter. The only way we will be able to introduce this is by placing the reagents into the cauldron directly. Alchemist Arbington will have enough information on that, so be sure to speak with him at your earliest convenience. Alright, so it looks like we're going to be targeting more farms or places in the Plaguelands. Here is...
What can I do for you?
What's needed for the cauldron at Dalson's Tears? Based on the sample of the toxin you provided for us, we think you will need the following: an arcane quickener, 5 somatic intensifiers, and 4 pieces of rune cloth. With the virtuous focuser in tow, acquire the intensifiers from zombie or ghoul undead here in the Plaguelands. Once you have these items, you should be able to load the counter agent into that cauldron. Oh, so eventually I think we're going to have to put the counter agents into these cauldrons. I wonder what happens when we do that. I don't think I did that as a horde. Maybe I did. Don't remember. It's a long time ago. Yeah, it's Earth back here. We're almost level 55. We didn't get it. Probably only need to kill like 1 more mob. Or 2 more, but whatever. It is what it is. We'll get it next episode. Which is kind of a shame. Actually, I want to get it now. Because then we can get the bullets. I wonder if they sell level 55 bullets here, though. Butcher. I know they have a bullet guy here. Alchemy supplies. I think it's in one of these houses. Trade goods. So you sell bullets?
What can I do for you?
No. Somebody in here must sell bullets, dude. There's nobody here that sells the bullets we want.
How are you?
Accurate slugs, it does sell impact shot. So yeah, we're gonna get 55 right now. My bad, guys. I thought we kind of messed up there. We're gonna get some new bullets. So yeah, let's get level 55. Problem is, I don't know if we can get it here. I think we could in Alturic Mountain, maybe? If I have to go all the way up to the Plaguelands, it's kind of crappy. Sad thing is we got a bunch of bullets that we're going to be getting rid of. Those new slugs are really going to give us a lot of... Yeah, it's too far away. You know what I'll do? I'll keep like a stack. So when but the thing is, I can't buy it, can I? I can't even buy it. That really sucks. I should be able to buy them. That's kind of stupid. Oh, you can't buy them. You're not at 55. But it is a game. That's kind of like...
Hello.
Oh, you can buy them. Just can't use them. And we can sell these. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to keep a stack of 200 of these bullets. Maybe even less, like a stack of 142. And then we'll buy a bunch of impact shot. 142 bullets should be enough for a couple mobs.
Have a good one.
And then we'll be able to load our gun up with this impact shot. That's 22 damage per second. That's a 9 damage per second increase. Just from getting those bullets. Alright, guys. Well, that is going to be the end of today's episode. As always, thanks for watching. Keep your heads up. Later.